Hello everyone, this is Chris Surface here for SDI Course FTT 122, Week 8 assignment. Today's date is March 30th, 2025. For part 1 of the assignment, I will separate the components of the training round. I'm going to start with the 7mm Remington mag. I went ahead and put some iPro on, safety first. Alright, and we're going to see if we can get this drove out of here. Alright, this one came apart. I'll go ahead and take it out of here and we'll get the next one set up. There's the casing, and here is the projectile. Alright, now on to the 30-30 Winchester. I already have it put in here. Let's get it broke apart. I broke apart the first hit. Now we will do the 38 special. Let's try this. Alright, for the final round, we got the 9mm Luger. We'll load it into the bullet puller. Snap it in place. Tighten her down good. And first hit came apart. I am now going to do scale drawings of the 7mm mag for the final part of part 1. I personally like to just lay the cartridge on the paper and just trace them. I am not a very good artist, so. All right, now that I have the casing, I will do the projectile. Just past it. Alright, so now that I have the scale drawing drawn out here, I'm going to use my digital calipers that I got. We're going to zero them, and we're going to go ahead and get the projectile length and width. So the length appears to be 1.321 inches. 1.321 inches. Okay, so next we're going to get the width. And it appears to be roughly 0.283 inches. And I'm going to go ahead and get, since I have the projectile in my hand, I'm going to get the weight. I've already calibrated my scale for the sense. I'm going to put you around on it and see what the weight is. It is roughly 174.8 grains. Now onto the actual casing itself. On the rim here, we have 0.527 inches. The head and base, we have the same. It is 0.527 inches as well. The body is 0.504 inches. The shoulder is 0.488 inches. And the neck is 0.308 inches. So for part 2, we're going to use the measurements we took to find information about the cartridge if we did not know what it is, using the Cartridge of the World book. So on here I'm going to use the 30-30 Winchester, And based on this, it goes off the bullet diameter first. So the bullet diameter of the 30-30 Winchester is approximately .038. So I'll go down here, follow the list of bullet diameters, get down to the .038s. Now that I'm in the .038s, I will look across and go for the next one is neck diameter. So the neck diameter for the 30-30 Winchester is approximately .327. And if you look across here from the .308, you will see the closest ones at .328, which that right there gets it roughly down into a 30-30 Winchester. Doesn't look like there's any other ones close to it. Well, then next you go to the shoulder diameter. The shoulder diameter I have is a .390, and the closest one's got to is a .402. So this is looking a lot like the 30-30 Winchester, which we already know that's what it is. The other thing is you can go to the head and the rim, the body, head, and rim as well. They're all listed on here. The body's not. The head, the base is listed as .422, and I have it as a .416, so that's as close as, it's pretty close. So now just looking at that, we know that it's a 30-30 Winchester based on all the different dimensions that are listed in here. For part 3, I go over a little bit of the history of the cartridges I just disassembled. The 7mm Remington mag was introduced by Remington in 1962. The 7mm Remington Magnum was brought out at the same time as the improved Bolt Action 700 rifle series. Most manufacturers have since added this popular cartridge to their line. The 30-30 Winchester was the first American small-bore smokeless powder sporting cartridge. It was designed by Winchester and first marketed in the early 1895 as one of the chamberings available for the model 1894 lever action rifle. The 38 Special, known as the 38 Colt Special and more generally as the 38 Special, this cartridge was developed by Smith & Wesson and introduced as its military and police revolver 1902. It was originally a military cartridge meant to replace the unsatisfactory 38 Long Colt then used by the U.S. Army. The 9mm Luger, or the 9mm Parabellum, was introduced in 1902 with the Luger semi-automatic pistol. It was adopted by the German Navy in 1904 and then by the German Army in 1908. It has become the world's most popular and widely used military handgun and submachine gun cartridge.